Paige Poppe. Welcome back to my channel. I have my coffee ready and we are going to film a monthly favorites video, and I'll be covering all of my favorites in the month of August. The categories are everything from art supplies to podcasts, business tools, and then just some other fun things. I had something I quickly wanted to say. You guys know the last video I uploaded was me talking about my new upload schedule and Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. Today's Tuesday. So ironically, my memory card broke the day I was supposed to get onto this new upload schedule. So today's Tuesday. I apologize for that. I went to Target today and got a new memory card. So now we're set. So you guys will have a video today and tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a time-lapse painting video, so stay tuned for that. And let's just get into the favorites so we can get rolling on this video. All right, so I have all my favorites in front of me here. Very organized today. I even made a list. I just came from my workout too, so hence the clothes. So the first thing I want to talk about are these sketchbooks, and I have two different kinds here. I got both of these at the comic book store of all places, and Jake is very into comic books, Marvel, all of that, and our friend Gabe is as well. You guys might recognize him from some of my past challenge videos. So we went to Samurai Comics, and it was one comic book store I hadn't been to in the Valley, and it's very large, and I was kind of poking around and I did get some comics, but then I found these things which I'm super excited about. The first one is this little adorable comic notebook, and I got it for a few dollars. I will link everything below that I'm able to find links to. This one is 64 pages of these different little comic book spreads, which I think are so fun. So you could, you know, work out your ideas, make little stories, and it even comes with like these speech bubbles that pull out. And you guys know I don't usually draw people. It's not my strong suit. It is something I like to improve on, but I'm not sure if I'll even really draw like scenes of people in here. Maybe I'll just draw like different ideas and stuff, but I just really liked the concept and I love comic book art, so I was excited to find this. And then I also found these from there, and these were actually in the kids section, and I got these basically blank sketchbooks, and they're meant for little kids to basically make their own comic books. It's really just stapled paper with a cover, but I don't know what it is. I just like having these little bound books, and something about having like a thin sketchbook makes me want to fill it up really fast. So I've just been doing little sketches in here of like different ideas I have. I did like this Volkswagen sketch, and I haven't been taking these like super seriously. They're just fun. They were $2 each. And I also like the concept because you guys know in the past I've released a zine of my art, and you could almost plan out the whole zine this way too, or like illustrate a whole little book for yourself and then scan the art later. I just think it's cool, and I've enjoyed having them on hand. All right, and so my next thing I'm going to talk about, I did mention in a vlog, but I briefly touched on it, but I wanted to give it a little bit more praise. So I'm going to insert footage of it here, but it is my new rolling chair that I'm so obsessed with, and I guess you would really call it a stool. So I got this chair because I have back problems. I have so much lower back pain from sitting at my desk and working all day, and as artists we hunch over, and I actually think everyone hunches over. Like, I just don't have good posture naturally. So I purchased the stool on Amazon, and there's a knee rest, so your body weight is like into the chair and leaning forward, and my back stays completely straight. And I'm noticing that as I'm filming this video, my posture is good. Like, normally I would sit like this while I film the video, but it just is starting to train me. And I also see a chiropractor. He recommended this chair to me, so shout out to him. And he really told me that sitting all day was the main problem, and I would need to start icing my back twice a day and try out a chair like this. So for $70, I have corrected most of my pain. I don't have pain anymore when I'm sitting still or standing or walking. I do still have a little bit of pain, like mobility wise, when I move my back in certain ways, or when I deadlift, for example, during training sessions. But he had told me that was normal, and if I ice, I will reduce a lot of the inflammation, and then that pain will go away as well. And I officially only have to go see my chiropractor every month now, instead of 2 weeks. And if I go in a month and I'm still doing good, I will only have to go every 3 months. So that's a pretty big accomplishment for me, for someone who, like, I thought I had a back problem. Like, I thought I had so much pain. So I cannot recommend that chair enough. I will link it down below. I thought it was really cool when I put it in the vlog. Many of you were like, I think I'm gonna get that chair. So you guys must have the same problem I do. And for being 23 years old, now 24, I just didn't want to like cause pain now that would carry through the rest of my life. So I'm really glad I took care of it. All right, and the next favorite I have is a drink favorite, but I would also consider it kind of like a business favorite. I'll explain why. I drink this really often, which is Celestial Teahouse's Dirty Chai. It's a chai tea and espresso combo. And I already picked up a new box because I know I'm gonna run out soon. But they are basically little tea bags, and it's a mix of chai and espresso. And I've been having these in the afternoon when I'm working, like not as much in the morning, because in the morning I really want like the jolt of coffee. But in the afternoon, I just want something to keep me going. So that's why I kind of consider this like a business art favorite, because it keeps me going and like powered through the day. And I don't really think this makes me crash in the way that I do when I come off of coffee because of the tea. So I kind of come off more gently. So that's why I've been loving it, enough that I picked up another box, and you also get 20 inside, which is a really good deal. So new favorite drink. And the next thing I want to talk about is a business tool, and it has become so crucial to me since I started using it maybe 4 months ago, and it is called Dubsado. It is an invoicing, contract, bookkeeping, management system for entrepreneurs. And so if you have your own business, I really recommend it. I learned about it from a Facebook group that I'm in for business owners, and a lot of people in there were saying great things about it, really held it in high regards. So I tried it out and I love it. My favorite things to do with it are the invoicing, because it's so seamless, and I can send an invoice for 50% and then the other 50% later. I can keep track of all my projects, all of my clients. It also has lead tracking, which is really cool because I get quite a few emails and I want to make sure that I give attention to all of those people and don't miss anyone. So being able to see them all in a list is wonderful. So I really recommend trying it, and through me you can get 20% off if you would like to try it for your first month. My code is just my name, Paige Poppe, and that's at dubsado.com. It's been an awesome little investment for me to make, and I used to think it was something I could do on my own, and I also used to have an invoicing system that was free, and I learned that that's just not the best way to do it. I honestly feel like if you want to be professional in business and put your best foot forward, it's good to have the right tools behind you. So that has been great. So shout out to them. They're a husband-wife company as well. So if you ever have a question, email them. They'll like get back to you right away. They love feedback. They're always improving. They're always blogging about different ways you can use the systems. So yeah. Okay, so I also want to talk about a few things I've been listening to lately, and I want to say a big thank you to you guys, because in one of my past vlogs, I asked you for new recommendations of podcasts and YouTubers to follow, because I always usually have a podcast or a video on in the background, and you guys gave me some awesome recommendations. I honestly haven't even had time to check all of them out, so I know that I'll always have a little list to go back to. I wanted to thank whoever recommended Creative Pep Talk to me, because that is a great podcast. I listened to so many episodes. I'm really impressed by the whole thing. I feel like I'm starting to get a little tired of podcasts that are like the same conversations or like the same advice. And I feel like Andy J. Miller, who is the podcast creator and host, he just is so honest and upfront and like no BS kind of dude, which I appreciate a ton. He interviews some of the coolest people in the art and illustration industry, like Mikey Burton, and he had this guy on named Tad, I wish I could remember his name now, but his conversation was so impressive. I will be sure to put the title of the podcast in the description box, and I'll also list out some of the episodes that were my personal favorites, so you guys can maybe listen to them and like check them out. But he has so many, and I plan to listen to all of the episodes, but I have skipped around a little bit. So as an artist himself and an illustrator, I appreciate how seriously he takes the industry and how much he wants everyone who listens to have success in their career as well, and really take it seriously and like put their best foot forward and get paid what they want to. Like, it's just really good. So yeah. So thank you again for that recommendation. And on the note of podcasts, I will talk about a couple more. And I was actually honored to be on both of these podcasts. So a little bit of self-promo, but I wouldn't promote these podcasts unless I already liked them. So it's just like a happy accident that I'm on it. I was interviewed for Jen Carrington's Make It Happen podcast, and I have been on it once in the past with my friend Asia. We did an episode together, but then she's on her 3rd season of the podcast now. So she did an episode with just me. We talked about like creative morning routines, really making things happen in your business, of course, like the title says. And Jen is just a wonderful interviewer. She is a creative coach, and I have enjoyed the conversations I've had with her on the podcast so much, and I listen to a lot of the other episodes often, like whenever I see them in my feed reader. So definitely give it a listen if you would like to. You don't have to listen to my episode, but it's on there. And I was also honored to be on a podcast called Your Brandtastic podcast. And it was also an interview with Dina Marie Joy, so I will link that one down below. Every podcast that I've been interviewed on, we get into such thoughtful discussions. And to me, even if they're both interview style podcasts, like we go down these different paths that are so fascinating. So it's really cool because your conversations aren't always recorded. Like I can go to coffee with someone and have a great conversation, but maybe forget about what we talked about. And I appreciate that the conversations are saved and they can be shared with other people. If you guys are ever looking for other podcasts I was on, I have a press page on my website, so I will link that in the description box below. And it's just really cool. So I get in this different headspace when I'm talking to someone, and I end up having a lot of cool, thoughtful thoughts later on throughout the day and the weeks after the conversation. So I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I did. And those have been all of my monthly favorites. I do have one other thing to tell you guys. I think that these videos are a good time for me to talk about new things I have coming up, new projects I have in the works, so you guys know about them. You guys know I talked about my pin designs, and many of you have asked for more pins, like you want more designs to add to your collection. So I have listened. I have another pin in the works right now, and I will insert a photo of it here. I posted this little sneak peek on Instagram on Friday, and it's going to be a Saguaro margarita. I've been seeing these Saguaro margarita vintage glasses on Etsy, and I'm gonna get a little set for myself, but I couldn't resist doing a little nod to those glasses. So it will be my Sweet Saguaro margarita pin, which I'm excited about. I also have a print called the Sweet Saguaro, and it's like a pink saguaro, but I did Sweet Saguaro because like it's like a sweet margarita. It might be a pink margarita, we'll see. And in the sketch, the glasses are green like they are in real life, but I have another color in mind that I think you guys will like even more. So stay tuned for that. I will definitely post on Instagram when they're available. I might do a pre-order. It'll be all on there at Paige Poppe right here. And yeah, I can't wait for that. The pins are so fun to work on, so I hope I can continue doing more for you guys if you continue to like them. So that wraps up all of my favorites, so thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to hear that many of you are excited about my new upload schedule. The response was really awesome in the comment section, so that always makes me happy. I don't know if I can ever find words to say how cool it is to put something out into the world and people give you such kind feedback about it. Like when I post on Instagram and you guys comment that you're excited about what I'm up to, like I can't describe it. It's such a cool feeling. So I'm happy that you're excited. I will have another video up for you tomorrow, and that's all I have to share for now. So if you like this video, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't already, and we would love to have you here. So yep, that's all from me. Until my next video, I'm sending all of my positive and creative vibes your way, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! I've really been looking forward to filming this video and sharing it with you because it is a fun announcement. Basically, the gist of it means that you guys will be getting more consistent videos.